All right then, people. Today we are going to be talking about groundhog. Today we are going to be talking about groundhog. My people call it konyina. My people call this animal konyina. This animal is ancestral to us. You know what I'm saying? The animal live by river banks. This animal right here is where the Mayans sophisticated architecture knowledge from. Like you will see the American homes today, they have two doors, and it's skip route and a main route. That comes from this animal that you call wood chunk, groundhog. My people call it konyina. Konyina in my language is basically ko is salt. Nina is rat. So konyina means salt rat. But what do we actually mean when we call it konyina? When we say konyina, we mean by the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Rat. Because our people, you normally find the main people by river banks. We live by river banks. And our sophisticated cities that are built throughout history, when you see it, is basically created like the tunnel of a wood chunk, right? Or groundhog, right? So this is a spiritual and a guardian ancestral animal to the Mayans. The animals right here, so whoever is related to this animal is a kin of the Mayans, of us. Yes, I am a Mayan. And that's exactly why I keep telling my brothers, African American, most of you are mandinkas. Most of you are mandinkas. You are children of the Moorish people, the Mandinka Mori. The Mandinka Mori. So that's why they got the Moor from. That's why they got the Moor from. The Islam, the Muslim. So I have a very hard time agreeing to the fact that this is the Mayans were used to do human sacrifice. I think that's a lie. I think this narrative was created to give certain ethnicity a right to go invade and oppress other group because of who they are. But as a child of a Mayan, yes, we did voodoo. A society never execute anybody in the name of power. If anybody was sacrificing people, it was out of an individual desire, not out of a society coming together to go kill somebody. The Mayans have always been Muslims because they are Mayans, they are Mandinkas. Majority of Mandinkas come from Mandinka Mori. Mandinka Mori was the man that actually sacrificed himself to look for wisdom and bring wisdom into the world. And that's why the Moris was going around protecting people, saving people's life. They saved the European from the plagues, right? Matter of fact, they was not even the original European. Let's just say they migrated somewhere and they met certain kind of beings that was going through it and they decided to help them. You see what I'm saying? So the Moorish people was going around the world not as brutal pirates, but actually as some people that was going around to spread knowledge, to spread information, giving seed of food to people, building empire and sophisticated cities. This was the Mayan people. This was the Moorish people. So when they say the Muslim people are terrorists, they are lying, not the original Muslim, not the Muslimans, not the Moors, not us. You see, we are made out of soil. And anything you give to the soil, it will absorb it and give you back flour. When you shit in the soil, it will absorb it and give you back food. We are made out of soil. We are made to nurture. That's why every time they build with a Mayan cities or Mayan people, they meet sophisticated cities, agriculture on a level that they can even understand, architectures on a level that they can even understand, because these people was not only Muslims, they were spiritual people connected together. You see, the thing about Mayans, they are just like the wood chunk. The Mayans are socialized people. The Mayans have wisdom, and the Mayans understand that they cannot do everything alone. You can't do everything by yourself. And this is exactly why the Mayans are always more than ready to work with other people, because these are civilized people. They're trying to build civilization, not bring distraction, not bring democrats. They wasn't bringing democrats to nobody. They was bringing civilization to people. Civilization, not democrats, civilization. As you can see, the Mayan represent the wood chunk. And the reason why the wood chunk also being our representation there, because the wood chunk work with other animals. Mind you, when you look on Google, wood chunk says that it's not in Africa. They don't have wood chunk in Africa. When you look on Google, mind you, they don't have wood chunk in Africa. When you look on Google, it said wood chunk is only found in North America. So how did my people inherit the name wood chunk people? Konyina. How did my people inherit such a name, Konyina? When you look at the Mayans, I'm a Mayan. Look at the Aboriginal Mayan from Maya. I'm a Mayan. I am an original Mayan from West Africa. The Mayan come for la Mayan Denulele. And when you talk about Mandinka Mori, yes, those are children of Adam. Again, those are children of Adam. Those are the Moris. Once again, if you are indigenous or somebody that they call it Cherokee, your original root, I am your root. Because I remember myself, I remember who I am, I remember the language, and I know that these animals are original to us. We are the Mayan people, we are the Koyinakans, which means the wood, people of the wood chunk. The river people, people of the river. You see, Koyina come from river. Ko, like I said, Ko is salt. Nina is rat. So Koyina, that's how we call this, Koyina. We call it Koyina, and we are the Koyina cans. But the Ko comes from actually water, the large body of water, which is the ocean. We call Koji. We call the ocean Koji, so that's where Ko comes from, because it is salt water. So normally we know these animals live by water banks. They live by the river banks. They swim, they can climb trees, they don't stay in deep forest, and they live with other animals. They don't mind sharing. And this is how they are able to build empires. This is how they are able to build connected tunnels. As you can see right here, they have a place where they can shade, a place where they can sleep, you know what I'm saying? A place where they can chill, study, and then they have neighbors that they also help. They have the nursing home. Nursing is where they keep their children. So they live sophisticated, the mentality just like we do. And this, the animal that most people today is a mascot for a lot of people in this world today. And where did they come from? They come from Mendik. They come from all the way from Iran. They come from all the way from Mesopotamia. They come all the way from Mesoamerica. This is us.